today's event, the Diplomacy Begins Here Summit in Detroit. We're conducting a number of these around the country, and this is talking about specifically things happening in this area, but they're really transferable to a lot of the other places around the country. We're talking about conflict resolution, we're talking about immigration, we're talking about economic development, and how the exchange world helps create a better environment for all those things in the places where exchanges occur.
Today's event was a great opportunity for the state of Michigan to share a lot of the wonderful activities that we have going on as it relates to international business and international business connections and development.
We are a global economy. The world is shrinking in that sense. And I think that organizations like this and putting these kinds of conferences together is going to be very, very beneficial for all of us. The more we are aware of our allies around the world and the more that we are aware of our commonalities, I think the stronger we're all going to be.
Well, it's particularly exciting to see this group, the IVC Detroit and the Michigan affiliates of citizen diplomats, getting together and understanding the role of exchange programs that the U.S. government manages and that these fine people here in Michigan work on as we bring our guests from overseas to visit around the United States.
There are great opportunities for the state of Michigan and for the United States to really engage on a much bigger basis internationally when it comes to business and business development, cultural exchanges, and even diplomatic exchanges.
When the people in USA, you have a tradition to involve the local population. In France we have a very central state, and it's very important for me, very interesting to listening the experience of involving population to the local.
This group in Detroit, the Visitors Council, is one of the most active and one of the most interesting in the United States. And so it was a real pleasure to be with them and talk about their work and make some suggestions about how we can expand that.
So today is a really exciting opportunity to really showcase the work that Detroit is doing in terms of connecting its citizens, community leaders with the rest of the world. Detroit hosts hundreds of leaders from around the world that come to the city to really understand the dynamics of the city from a cultural perspective, business perspective, and really learn about the challenges the city has had that are similar to challenges that communities are having all over the world.
Well, I think groups like IVC Detroit are very important in terms of helping people from around the world get a personal understanding of what's happening here in the U.S. With any community abroad, there are always stereotypes about what America is. This program is really about helping people around the world understand America and helping Americans at the citizen level understand the world.
And the International Visitors Council, I think, is an invaluable asset to the city of Detroit. I'm a huge supporter. I think they play a really important role in making sure that different groups connect, in sharing stories that may sound simple, but I think storytelling is incredibly powerful. So as they bring in visitors to the city of Detroit, really highlighting a lot of the positive things happening, as well as making sure that there's an equal exchange between the visitors coming in as well as the American residents that they have the opportunity to interact with.
And for us in Detroit, with what Detroit has been through in the last year or two, is a win-win situation for each and every citizen in the city of Detroit, especially the business community, our students, youth, the community at large, and even our politicians. And by holding it here, we're bringing a lot of attention to our beloved city, Detroit, so we can work and have people believe in America, so we would have a better and more peaceful global world to where people will live in peace and friendship.